A nuclear bomb is not just a weapon. It is the deadliest invention in human history, a device created to unleash unimaginable energy. Energy powerful enough to reduce entire cities into dust within seconds. At its core, a nuclear bomb is built on a simple but terrifying principle: split the atom, and in doing so, release the energy that holds the universe together. The journey of the nuclear bomb began not in a battlefield, but in a laboratory. In 1938, scientists discovered nuclear fission, the process of splitting the nucleus of a uranium atom. This breakthrough revealed that splitting even one atom releases an enormous amount of energy. That discovery set off a chain of events that would change the world forever. With World War II raging and fear that Nazi Germany could create a bomb first, the United States launched the Manhattan Project, a top-secret scientific mission to build the world's first nuclear weapon. In hidden facilities across America, thousands of scientists worked in secrecy. Among them was J. Robert Oppenheimer, a brilliant physicist who would later be remembered as the father of the atomic bomb. Years of research, millions of dollars, and tireless effort led to a single moment. July 16, 1945. Deep in the New Mexico desert, the world's first nuclear explosion lit the sky. The test, codenamed Trinity, marked the beginning of the nuclear age. The fireball was blinding. The mushroom cloud reached into the heavens. The earth shook, and humanity had crossed a line it could never uncross. Just weeks later, that power was no longer theoretical. On August 6, 1945, at 8:15 in the morning, a U.S. bomber named Enola Gay dropped the first atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. The bomb was named Little Boy. It detonated 600 meters above the ground. The explosion instantly killed more than 70,000 people. Buildings vanished, roads melted, shadows of people were burned onto the walls where they stood. The city was swallowed by fire. Hiroshima was gone, not over hours or days, but in a fraction of a second. 3 days later, a second bomb, Fat Man, was dropped on Nagasaki. This bomb was even more powerful. More than 40,000 lives were lost in moments. The blast turned the city into rubble. Survivors staggered through the ruins, their skin hanging in strips, their bodies burned beyond recognition. In the days that followed, thousands more died. Not from the explosion, but from something even worse: radiation. Nuclear radiation doesn't scream. It doesn't burn with flames. It moves silently. It poisons blood, damages DNA, and causes slow, painful death. Those who lived through the blast suffered for years, from cancer, organ failure, and genetic damage. Children born years later still bore the scars. The nuclear bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki didn't just destroy cities. They erased generations. They silenced entire families. Thousands of people simply disappeared, leaving behind nothing but ash and silence. Schools, markets, temples, homes, all reduced to dust. Places where life once thrived were turned into graveyards of heat and rubble. And yet the destruction was not an accident. It was by design. The bomb's creators knew exactly what they had built. A weapon so powerful it did not just defeat an enemy, it annihilated everything. The atomic bomb was a creation of pure devastation. Its purpose was not just to kill, but to destroy completely. What made these weapons so deadly was not only their explosive power, but their lasting effects. Long after the smoke cleared, the cities were still dying. The soil was poisoned. The air was unsafe. Rain that fell was black and toxic. Even the plants refused to grow. The bomb's power didn't stop with the blast. It lingered, haunted, and slowly killed. These two nuclear bombs remain the only nuclear weapons ever used in war. But they were enough. The world had seen the cost. The image of Hiroshima's flattened skyline, of Nagasaki's twisted ruins, of children crying in hospitals with no skin on their arms. Those images burned into history. Nuclear weapons changed how we think about war. No longer was it about armies or strategy. With the nuclear bomb, war became about survival, about whether a city, a country, a people would even exist after just one strike. The nuclear bomb became the line between life and extinction, and all of it began with a single idea, that the energy inside an atom could be turned into a weapon. The nuclear bomb is not just a chapter in history, it is a warning, a reminder that mankind once unlocked a force too powerful to fully control, and used it not once, but twice. The names Hiroshima and Nagasaki are not just locations, they are monuments to what happens when humanity builds something designed only to destroy. To this day, the ruins, the survivors, and the stories remind us that the nuclear bomb is not just a weapon of war, it is a weapon against life itself.